honestly, of all the shapes that they make you go through, this circle is maybe the most well known.
All right, guys, it's time for my next
You are
surprise.
grace and beauty.
Okay, because I was thinking
And
about
power.
what do we
Focus your
do
power
we
into the
do
shield.
for this marathon?
Strike
The
before
theme
extra
is
weight. When you will hit
getting
receive
back
the
to
healing
things that we
blast.
haven't done in a long time.
Charge the plague
Okay,
Your
so I
healing blast.
figured that now would be the best time for something like this. So why don't we get started? Welcome everybody to the Run Button Podcast.
We hit it.
Here, we're a podcast and a marathon. We're here to talk about video games like we always do. We're in rare form. Let's
No, I thought
Let's
we were in dice form.
talk all about them. I'm your host, Kyle Churchill. With me today,
And I'm your most, Keith Carberry.
and
quite nicely.
do you
Quite
like to
nicely
introduce
indeed.
yourself?
It appears you
I
can be
guess
in
I
a
have
fight
to.
release your wing magic.
What's your name?
This
My name is
good
Isaac.
news.
Hi.
Hi, Isaac's here. Isaac can't
Who
hear
else
Jack.
do we have on the podcast?
Hi, today we have special guest. It's you.
Oh, now I have to introduce
Now you
myself.
have to
I
introduce
thought
yourself.
that. Oh, hello. I'm
You're
I'm
the
Jack
warrior.
Defeat. Hi.
Let's
hello.
talk about video game news.
What, hun?
Oh, that sounds better.
Here's the thing.
Are you just looking up? You're just scrolling for news?
No.
Kyle's a professional
I'm
video
a
game news
professional and I
reader.
had this all
I
planned
heard that
out.
your staff can detect
Classic
proton
hardcore RPG
Would you be
gameplay
so
makes
kind
a
to
big
give us a
return in
demonstration?
Underworld Ascendant. That sounds
Yes,
like
we have a cloak
the
of
return
flakes.
of Ultima Underworld, but under the name Underworld.
Use your staff
Mm.
to find it.
I don't know.
Are you guys familiar with Ultima Underworld?
No.
No.
Indeed.
Okay, moving on.
But
Wolfenstein 2 release
You will need
date
to focus
revealed
your
for
energies on
Nintendo
one
Switch.
target at a time.
Revealed.
And yet there will
Okay.
assuredly be instances
Okay.
Any of you
Okay.
guys want to talk about that?
Practice that
I
plague spheres.
played one of the levels of that game.
Wolfenstein 2 even.
Oh wait, you're talking about the new Wolfenstein 2.
The second Wolfenstein 2, the new Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus.
Excellent.
Yes, the colossally new
The
Wolfenstein.
newer Colossus.
The new Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus is set to smash into the Switch.
Does it say that?
No. On June
It'd be a very strange
29th.
headline.
Set your calendars. It's June 29th, guys. You can play that old game but portable.
Ty Emery, that's not old. That's relative. As far as Switch ports go, that's a pretty recent comer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about the free Xbox One games with
Your
gold
magic
for
reach farther
April
and faster than Carl's,
are now
but
available?
it is limited to what is in front of you.
That's nice. That's great. I've got.
You want to know
gold.
what they are?
Sure.
The Witness, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and Dead Space 2.
Sounds like we got a winner in there.
Admirable. Please indulge
Better
us one
news, even
last
better
time
news
by
than that.
dispelling these
The
problems
boy.
Ty
in any
Emery
fashion you see fit.
in the chat.
Oh
Do
yeah.
you wanna do the honors?
Yeah. Ty Emery.
Oh, wow.
Sends $50 via super chat and says, "Run button. The podcast returns
Thank
reloaded."
you.
And I can only expect that we're living up to that hype.
Yeah, we're living up to it right now. The best part about in addition to the great news that The Witness and Assassin's Creed Syndicate and Dead Space 2 are all freely available for Xbox Live Gold subscribers, even better is that these titles will be available until April 30th. That's tomorrow. So
You
you
have
still have
one day.
24 whole hours
Oh
to
wait,
claim
so this
these
is
games.
old. This is old news.
I mean, it depends on your definition of old, Keith.
This is what I guess my definition is that this is news that came out 1 month ago.
Here's something. Destiny 2 Warmind DLC stream. Watch the reveal live stream here. So if you went
If you
to a
didn't,
if you went to GameSpot.com, you could watch the Destiny 2 Warmind DLC stream.
yeah, but don't because you're watching this.
Oh, okay.
What other rip roaring news stories do you have? for us?
Swery is determined to make the good life into a reality.
Good work, Swery. That game looks
If they're
cool as hell,
narrating,
and
you
I
guys are
like
gonna have to
Deadly
tell me what they're
Premonition.
telling me to do.
Deadly Premonition, I think, is. I would suggest that it would be the sort of game that you and Ali and I would have a good time playing. But the problem is, it's very long.
Yeah.
Whereas something like Arctic Alive, we could do quite simply and easily.
Yeah,
but
we
Deadly
can really
Premonition,
swallow that one up. Look at
Hey,
But it's,
that's some news. God of War came out.
God of War came out.
it sure did.
Yeah, check another one
Jack,
off
what
the
do you
box.
think about God of War?
It came out on the PS4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you play as a guy called Kratos
Kratom.
in it, and it's
You
in
play as a guy
third
called
person.
Kratom.
Kratos. Yeah.
Kratom.
Yep,
You
and
play as ground up plant matter.
You play as the Protoss, and you fight
yeah, you
against
play as
Berserk.
yeah, and it's in third person, and you have a child who follows you around, and you scream at him ceaselessly.
Yeah, you have a boy.
Sounds like my kind of game is where there's an angry father in it.
He is angry about he is pettily angry about everything.
I thought that he like hated his brothers or something.
What, Kratos?
I don't.
Yeah.
No,
I don't think that's-
Kratos like literally killed every god in Greek mythology by the end of God of War 3.
He worked his way through the pantheon and then sorted it
Yeah.
out, and now he's moved on to
That's
another
like
pantheon.
impossible.
There's like at the end.
No, he didn't.
No, but it's even like there's like Helios, who's like the god of the sun. So by the end of God of War 3, he kills Helios. So like it's just permanently nighttime. Like there's just
We did
no
that in
more
Friends
sun.
at the Table. We did.
Oh,
that
yeah?
stuff.
Yeah, but we brought it back.
We did fix that situation.
It, but I
Yeah.
guess what I mean is like, if he's killing everyone in Greek mythology, aren't those like his brothers or something? Isn't he like a demigod?
Yeah,
He's sort of
it
a
was,
demigod.
It was like a okay. So if you beat God of War 1 on the highest difficulty, you found out that Kratos was a son of Zeus.
Yeah.
And if you
One of
and
them.
then that was worked into the story for God of War 2. So it was like people who beat the first game on the highest difficulty got pissed because they played through God of War 2 and their reward was a twist that they had already gotten in the first game.
Oh, that sucks.
But yeah,
I
that's
never
true.
played any of these games. I played actually a demo.
It was the first one was really cool. It had like a sort of like it was like a Greek tragedy. It kind of ends with Kratos. So it's Kratos is like an agent of Ares, and he's like a warrior who fights for Ares, the god of war, and he gets like tricked into killing his wife and daughter.
Tricked his own
like,
wife and daughter, or
his
Yeah,
own
his
wife
own-
and daughter.
It's a
And
bit
then-
of a goof.
And then they burn to, or I mean, like he kills them, but then they burn up in like a fire, and then like their ashes like are seared to his skin, and that's why his skin is white.
Oh my god!
Wow,
Oh, I
that's
didn't
a
know that.
terrible
Holy lord!
prank.
And so he works for the gods for a while more, and they tell him that they want him to defeat Ares, and I think the idea is like this is gonna like absolve him of his sins or something. And you play through the whole game. The final boss is Ares. You kill Ares. But then he's kind of left realizing like, oh, this didn't solve anything for me. Like I'm
I
still
have to
miserable.
keep killing.
So he goes to like a high cliff and he throws himself off the cliff like he's gonna commit suicide. And I believe the way it works is he falls to his death, but he doesn't die because it's then that he learns that by killing the god of war, he has become the god of war.
Oh my god, it's the Santa Claus.
Yeah, it is. It's the
Right,
God
right.
of War clause, and that's kind of the end of the first game. And it's a very simple story, but it was kind of like cool. And then the second one just kind of turns it into like this weird like revenge on all the gods, and then God of
On
War 3
all
just
of them.
loses all
All of
semblance of reason within its story, and it just becomes like this weird like festival of blood and gore and occasional sexual violence. You guys want to know what's new this week in GTA Online?
Yeah. What can I get with my Megalodon car?
Players have a lot of opportunities to get double GTA dollars and RP this week.
What's RP?
Oh,
Role-
reputation. Roleplay. You get double roleplay.
I get double roleplay.
Reputation points, maybe.
Yeah.
Wow, you could get a Nagasaki Ultralight for 40% off. Think about that.
I don't know what that. Oh, I think that might be a bike.
It is it's some kind of aircraft.
I think it maybe is a sword. I think it's a really good sword.
Do you guys want to know about the new Xbox One system update that's out now? Here's what it does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
We're covering a lot of ground.
Yeah, we're
This is
so much
this is
ground.
the new
This is the new Prestige podcast.
this is the new run button format. Is we're just tearing through the topics. Okay.
Oh, that one sounds like it's not fit for air.
What?
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it sounds like it's not fit for air.
Okay, we can't look at this. Microsoft has rolled out the latest system update for Xbox One. This isn't a major one that transforms the basic look and functionality of the system's dashboard, but it does introduce some new features that will be welcomed by those who can take advantage of them. Here's an interesting one. Xbox One S and Xbox One X now support 1440p as a resolution.
Now, do you think that they can do an update that makes those things sound more similar?
I think I think they're gonna change it to the Xbox One X and the Xbox One Sex. Mixer streaming integration gets better with this update.
How do you think my
There's a new share controller option that's been added. I guess that's kind of like the share play on PS4, maybe. Would you guys like to know about the release date for Sonic Mania Plus?
Go to your left.
Yeah.
Yes.
More to the left. There's a rock that way.
Sonic Mania Plus is coming on July 17th, Sega has announced.
What's
The new
in that?
trailer dropped the release date. So
Why did we not get the scoop on this?
Sonic Mania, right? Sonic Mania Plus is going to. I don't know if there's anything beyond this, but it's going to add Mighty and Ray the Squirrel.
Oh, I did know about this.
Yeah. And it's going to have a physical release because I don't think the game ever had a physical release before that. Once they realized it was like such a blockbuster, they were like, oh, we should put this in stores for the dumbos that don't download games. Thank you guys so much for joining me here
For the
on
Run Button
this
podcast.
episode of the Run Button podcast within the Run Button Marathon 2018.
That's just a taste.
This was just a taste of the new and improved format of the Run Button podcast. It's all going to be like this going forward.
Yes, and we're going for, I don't know if you've ever heard the saying, quantity over quality.
Yeah. Okay, goodbye, everybody. Wait,
Thanks
it's
for having
not
me.
ready yet.
Oh.
I've been Kyle Churchill.
And I've been Keith Carberry, and with us today have been Isaac and Jack. And so today we're saying bye.
Bye.